Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard.
Game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Seahawks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Murray. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Murray, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to hit 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down. It's Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Murray. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jacob Hollister taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
By K.J. Wright.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 35 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action, Ryan. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
1st and 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 50. You got nothing to do. 79. You got nothing. Hey, Ridley. Hey, South. Motion. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Seahawks 21, Falcons nothing.
Third and 2, now Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Complete.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the Seahawks.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mark 50, mark 50, mark 50. I got you. 11. Check, check. Fresno.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was taken down by Cade.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 6 yards there. 1st down, Seattle.
1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A run, it's Murray. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Forced out to his left, and now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On the delay, this is Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the same 21. Wait. 51. 39. 60 Bobcat. Motion. Hey, take.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. one. This is Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 7, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Wilson leaves it for Penny.
Wilson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
6 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Dorsett making the catch. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Philip Dorsett. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Let's get it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
36 power.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Hey, 59, ready? 58. 56.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan, and he completes it to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
51, South. Watch the twin. Hey, South. Tracking 60. 56.
From the gun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Base. Buffalo 18.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Try to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 71 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Murray, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run the counter with Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
For DK Metcalf, incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Seattle.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Penny. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 5-yard line.
They run again with Hunt, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Ryan back into his end zone. It's caught. Jones. And they work this out past the 25. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Hey, replays. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Stay with your man. 19, Tiger. 51, sub. Go.
From the 31, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check. Hey, express. Got it.
Now it's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Push him back. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety 21. Check.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
24-yard line.
Chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. 38. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Ready, 25. Hey, tight. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, right.
They run with Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 50-yard line.
Here's second and 10.
Watch the out. Watch the 51, Sam. Chance.
Now it's Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. third down. Ryan. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Tighten up. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out and make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Again, it's Penny. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Rashad Penny. He's brought down by Deion Jones. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.